Hello everybody, this is Demi Bernice and I am the reporter of the authormarketingsecrets.com, wherein I will gather data around the globe to serve to you, my dear authors, for you to be able to improve your marketing strategies. So one thing that a self-published author always asks is, how am I going to get more sales? I have been doing this, doing book trailers, having my really good book cover, but why is it that when I put my book on Amazon, nothing works? Nothing is happening. Now that is one of the most common questions that an author asks themselves. But now, before we go to the marketing techniques and strategies that an author always asks or an author must employ in the self-publishing world, why not we go back to the very main question? Why do readers do not buy? Now, according to Nick Stephenson, a New York Times best-selling author of the mystery and crime thriller series called Leopold Blake, there are 3 reasons why an author doesn't buy, and number 1 is skepticism. Now, if we are going to define a skeptic or skepticism, that means you are doubtful if that person, that thing is real, true, or good. Now, these types of readers are very skeptic about your writing. Is your writing good? Is the book good? Is it going to make me happy? Is this story going to affect my life? They are full of doubts. They are full of what ifs. Now, these readers are very hard to convince because they already have this limiting beliefs within themselves. That's why they do not buy the book. Number 2 is worry. Now, if we're going to define worry, that means being fearful of the unknown. These readers are the readers who always live in the past or in the future and doesn't live in the present moment. Now, what am I talking about? That means that reader is most likely worried about not having money tomorrow, or most likely going to regret if they're going to buy the book. Most of the time, worry and skepticism are very related to each other. Sometimes you can always say that a reader is both skeptic and worried. Sometimes you can always say that a reader is just skeptic alone or worried alone, but most of the time they blend in together. That's why it's very hard for a reader, that's why it's very hard for an author to actually convince these types of readers to read their books. And last but not least, the hardest factor of all, and please don't deny it because even authors have this type of factor. 3, procrastination. We all know this type of reader. The reader will always rely, okay, I will just buy this book tomorrow because anyway that book will still be there. I remember back then I was so engrossed with Meg Cabot's book, who is the writer, by the way, of the Princess Diaries series, if you are familiar. I went to a bookstore one day and saw her book and I said, okay, I'm going to buy that next month. And then next month I went back to the same bookstore and I said, oh, it's still there. Okay, I will buy that next month. Until I kept on saying the same thing over and over and over because I was so worried also that I will not have the money next month, or I will just regret buying this book because I will spend this amount of money and I might need the money for something much important sooner. Until I went back to the same bookstore and figured out that that book is not there anymore. So that is one of the reasons why readers don't buy. They keep on procrastinating and relying on the idea that the book will still be there soon, tomorrow, the next month, and the next year. That's one of the reasons why a reader doesn't buy. Now again, let me give you a recap. The 3 reasons why a reader doesn't buy is number 1, skepticism, or being doubtful about something. Number 2 is worry, or having the fear of the unknown. Number 3 is procrastination, or relying to the idea that the book will always be there. Now, how are you going to eliminate these 3? Now, it might sound simple, but it's very hard. According to most of the authors I know, how do they eliminate these 3 things? 1 word: trust. You have to gain your trust. You have to build your trust with your audience so you would be able to eliminate their skepticism, their worry, and their procrastination. Say, for example, you've seen a book of J.K. Rowling out there in a bookstore. Of course, even if you don't have the money, you would always want to buy that book because you know that J.K. Rowling is good. Skepticism away. You wouldn't care if you don't have the money tomorrow or the next day because the book is just so good. I really need to buy it. And number 3, you know that J.K. Rowling is one of the best-selling authors. That's why you want to buy the book before it's sold out. You're putting that limit or that scarcity in yourself. So all in all, J.K. Rowling was able to build the trust in the audience and was able to tell her audience that, hey, my book is good. Buy this now or else it's going to be sold out. So again, ladies and gentlemen, those are the 3 things why a reader doesn't buy. So if you want to know the 3 secrets and how to build your trust with your audience, check out my next video. Until next time, this is Demi Bernice, ladies and gentlemen, your reporter in authormarketingsecrets.com.